Welcome to the Drunkard's Path. I'm Shelley, and today we have lots to show you. We had a few shipments come in. We have quilt kits and books and fabric, and also we're going to, at the end of the video, we're going to tag on our Sewcialites Block 2, so if you want to stick around for that. Coming up, the Petrolia IODE Quilt Show. We'll have a booth there, and that will be on September 15th and 16th at the Christchurch Anglican Petrolia. So we hope to see you all there. We had a few quilt kits come in, and the first one is, it's called Kris Kringle Panel Quilt Kit, and this is by Teresa Kogut. It's really super cute, this Santa. And it's got some borders and Christmas trees, and it's just really super cute. And it is, let me see, 54 by 67 when it's finished. Our second kit is Hometown by Lori Holt, and this is a full kit, and it's got all kinds of really lovely fabrics from her Hometown collection. And there's, I see, and there's like a charm pack, cut yardage, and layer cake. I think they call them 10-inch stackers. And this kit is 74 by 88, and this is what it looks like completed. A very cute kit, and this should be a lot of fun to make. Very sweet with the, look like flowers, I guess, flower type blocks. Fun stuff to do. Speaking of Lori Holt, several books came in that I ordered. The first one that I talked about last time was Spelling Bee. Now, I'm working on my second project. Haven't got it completed, but I'll show you when it's done. It's a Christmas type one, but I use the letters out of the Spelling Bee, and I kind of added my own flair to it. So when it's done, I'll definitely showcase that. But this book can be used for all seasons. Like for wedding quilts, you can put the names of the bride and groom on the back. You can put your kids' names or grandchildren's names on the quilts. And then also it's got the punctuation, and there's several, I don't know if you can see there are several blocks. All of these little pictures that you see, they're all blocks that are in the back of the book. And also she gives layouts for how to lay out your quilts, and to me, this is just an invaluable book. It's just got so much to it. And, of course, it gives you the 6.5 and 12.5 versions of both of all the letters. So this is really a really good value for your money. I think all Lori Holt's books are similar to that. The second one is Farm Girl Vintage 2, same idea, where you have the 6-inch and 12-inch blocks, and it's got all type of like farm type blocks. It will make a super nice quilt, and you can do like one block wonder quilts, where you can take one and just make it all through your quilt, or add what you want. It's just, the possibilities are endless with these types of books. And again, in the back, she shows different layouts, different types. Yeah, and you can make pillows, you can make quilts, many different projects in these types of books. And also the last one is the Vintage Christmas book, and we know Christmas is coming up, so this would be a great book to have. This is a super book for anybody who likes traditional type blocks and maybe a vintage flair to your quilt. This is definitely a really great block. Again, 6-inch and 12-inch blocks for both, if whatever you desire. And again, pillow patterns, and just different ways to use this book, table runners, just all kinds of things. So this, again, really good value for your money. I actually own all of these books, and I've used them all several times. Continuing with the quilt theme, we also have this one, a quilt pattern by Primrose Cottage. It's very cute with the pumpkins, and right in the middle there's a little kitty cat. So this one is 60 by 60, and it's called Boo Bash. And another, this is a Christmas quilt. This is called Christmas Cottage, and right in the middle there's like a cottage, and you've got your Christmas trees. This one is 70 by 94 finished. So very cute. Now over to the cross stitch section. We had several patterns for cross stitch come in, and most, well, a couple of them are by Primrose Cottage. They make really, really cute patterns. This one's called Fresh Lemonade, and it's very sweet. They finished it into this little pillow. So that's the first one. This one here, this is probably good for any stitcher. It said, I would rather be, B-E-E, stitching. So you've got your beehive, your little bumblebees, and your threads and whatnot. So this one's really sweet too. This one, just in time for Halloween, is Witch's Kitchen, and this is also Primrose Cottage. And I really like the cat with a little purple dress. Kind of looks like a witch. Well, it's got the little witch shoes. This would be fun to stitch up. Should be fairly quick too to stitch that one up. And this one here is Toil and Trouble. Oh, it's Primrose Cottage as well. That one's got a lot of different Halloween-y stuff on it. So that, again, is very sweet. And the last things I want to show you are a couple of little cross-stitch kits. Now this one is called Spooky Witch. Now this one comes with the fabric, the floss, the little tin that you can make your ornament from, and I'm not sure, or there might be a needle in there. Yeah, a needle, and the ribbon. So the whole thing comes in this little package. So there's this one, the Spooky Bat, again with the same things inside of it. And we also have one for Christmas called Christmas Sack Ornament. So this one is kind of cute, and it probably stitch up fairly quickly as well. It makes a very sweet ornament. You get all the flosses in there too. So perfect for a small stitch up. And now Angelus is going to show you our new fabric collection that just came in, Rustic Gatherings.
So we have the Rustic Gatherings line in now. It's a lot of fall colors. Start off here with Amber, and we're not going to show them all today. You can see here, it's a nice little swirly pattern. There's still 7 more that we're going to be showing next week, but obviously you can see them all online on the store right now. So the next one is more or less the same pattern. It's more of a darker orange, and it's called Spice. A lot of these ones, the kind of color palette is more of like a neutral type, so it fits in better. I mean, obviously for fall stuff, it's the fall line, but it fits more in like kind of like the male kind of quilts. Like I have a quilt that's kind of like a Halloween-y type, same type of colors that I kind of use just as a, if I'm cold, I just pull that up. This next one here is called Charcoal, and again, it's kind of the same. If you look closely, the swirly type of pattern, kind of a lot of dots in there. It's kind of nice. Obviously, dark gray. This next one here is Steel. It's a different pattern this time. Ooh, you can see a lot of it now. It's kind of like a black triangle in there, and then also kind of like a wreath or something like that. Vines. This next one here is called Graphite. Again, a different pattern. It's kind of there's a lot of dots in this line coming up. And also don't forget we have other fall fabrics you can see on the store. During the fall, we're probably going to be posting a lot about those. And have like, if you scroll down a bit, there's like the featured collection there. Just look there every so often. You'll see some stuff. This next one is the same pattern as the one before, called Black Dirt. I mean, it's black, but it also has a lot of orange in there. Probably good for some Halloween-y stuff. These next two are Cloud. It's a very nice, very uniform orange and black dot. Once again, we run into the same problem. They're both called Cloud. So make sure you pick the right cloud. You see the picture on there, then you get the right one that you want. Here is the other Cloud. It's black and orange leaves. Very nice. Very clean. And now we have the Block 2, Part 2 of the Sewcialites tutorial.
Sewcialites Block 2. This one is a Tussy Mussy block by Susan Aki, and as you can see, the skill level is Experience. So, oh boy, let's see what we can get done with this one. So, here's all our pieces cut. with the alphabets corresponding to the 6-inch block. And I have my machine set at a 1.6 stitch length. So when we're doing those corners, we want to have a nice tight stitch length so nothing unravels. So let's get started. So it says to take a block or a piece I and a piece B, and we're going to start I with a B. I can get it up. Okay. And what it says is to go corner to corner. So we're going to lay down our first piece, and we're going to pin it into place. Make sure you can't see anything underneath, like any of that yellow, orangey color underneath. So we're going to just pin it into place so nothing shifts when we're sewing. So we're going to go corner to corner. Okay, needle down. I'm going to go corner to corner. Now it calls for 2 of these, so I'm going to do both at the same time. So put that down, pin it, and we're just going to chain piece the next one. There you go. Okay. Snip them apart. Cut our threads. Take the pin out. So we're going to sew, or we're going to cut a 1/4 inch away and flip it over. So this time I was smart and I brought all my tools over to the sewing machine. So I'm going to use our ruler and cut a 1/4 inch away. Blade doesn't shift. And this one. And now I'm going to iron this over, but I'm going to press open. So I've got an iron right here, just off camera. Next, it tells us to do the other side. So again, lay down your piece. Put a little pin in the corner so it doesn't shift, or however you want to do it. Some people are comfortable without pins. And slowly go to the other side. And grab our other one. Lay it down and chain piece this one as well. So we're basically making a flying geese unit. And we cut off 1/4 inch. I'm going to iron it open, press it open. As I'm ironing them, I'm putting my clapper on top to get it nice and flat. So now we have the 2 units, and here comes the tricky part. We're going to take piece F, and it says to, let me see, make sure we got everything the right way. Face down. We're going to go this way now. Going to put this on top. Okay, we're going to go corner to corner again, so let's goes that way. So we're going to pin this corner. Let's pin both. So we're going to go that corner to that corner. Okay. I'm following along this red line on my washi tape. Okay. Trim again tells us to trim 1/4 inch away. These creative grids are good. These rulers, creative grids rulers, always have a dark dashed line 1/4 inch away. So one side doesn't have it, the other one does. So it's just really easy to find that 1/4 inch. Cutter. Another sew and flip. So we're gonna go back to the iron. Oh, well, so far so good. Okay, now it says an H. So my fabric is directional, so it's got waves. So I'm gonna try and make sure that I put this on the same way for both. That corner to that corner. So I'm gonna pin right here. Now I'm gonna sew from this side rather than the corner over here, starting here, because that sometimes gets a little messed up. So it's easier if you go on a more of an edge than a corner. So down we go. Make sure everything's lined up. And these are tricky pieces, so try to take your time. May not come out 100% perfect, but best that you can. Okay, take the pins out, cut them apart, and where's the, oh, there it is. Okay. Thread. Again, we're going to cut a 1/4 inch away and see how we did. Try this. Don't shift. Okay, so we're going to iron that, and we're going to, well, it looks pretty close. Looks good. You definitely want to have a clapper, well, if you have one, to use it, because we have a lot of seams here, a lot of bulk. So ironing it open really makes the block flat. So, well, it matches. It matches what it says on the pattern. So, and then there's this one. Okay. So let's see what we have next. Okay, so we have a K and a D. So, oh. D is just tiny, so it's just one. Okay, K, where's K? Okay, right there. So we're gonna, those two together, and a C. Oh, there's the C, okay. So we're gonna sew these two together, and then that's gonna go on top. So, this is kind of small, so I'm not gonna pin it. Let's just get it right, like that. That's a tiny one. Okay. Iron it open. Okay. Make sure that you're doing it correctly. The yellow is on the left, and now you're going to put this on the top. So, nice and even. And down we go. Really important we get our 1/4 inch seams right. Okay. Again, I'm going to iron this open. And now we have that unit. Put that up there. Okay. Next, it calls for a G. That way. And a B. So we're going to do another sew and flip. So let's put down our square, and it says to go that way. Okay, so pin the corner so nothing shifts when we're sewing, and line it up. Trim it up. like the other one, 1/4 inch away. Oopsie. The ruler the right way. It's good. Okay. So that one is done. Put it aside. Now it calls for an E, which is this long one, and the other B, the last B. So this one, let's get this orientation correct. So this goes like this, and we're going that corner to corner. Okay, so put a little pin in, and let's go corner to corner. Trim it up. And let's iron this open. Okay, this one matches. Put it aside. Now we need L and A. So let's go with our L and A. So here's our piece L. And we're just going to sew them together like it shows. So. And so our 1/4 inch. And chain piece. Okay, these ones I'm gonna press opposites. So then when I turn them around, they'll nest. Now we're gonna sew opposite sides, so let's lay them down. This time we're gonna pin, and you can feel that they're nested. Now you don't necessarily have to put a pin at the top, but whatever is comfortable for you. Right on the money. So I'm gonna iron this one now. So that one's ironed. I ironed that part open. Okay. Next, we're gonna start sewing some of these units together. So we're gonna take this one, and this one goes with. So these two are gonna go together. So we're gonna pin it. 1/4 inch. Okay, and this one and our J have to go together. So we're gonna put these two together. 1/4 inch. Because we're sewing these together, I'm going to sew one way and the other way. Let's see which way this guy wants to go. I think he wants to go like that. So, let's iron it. No, I'm going to sew the top to the bottom. See, you can feel those nest with your fingers. Okay. Like that. And I'll probably put one more so it doesn't shift there. Okay. Go over all the seams. Try and go over slow so you don't, nothing shifts. Okay, so far so good. Gonna iron that. All right. The next ones, it says, okay, make one. Let's go this unit, square A on one side, and this unit. So, put them together, right sides together. Might just pin that so it doesn't shift. Okay. It tells me to iron out, so I'm going to iron that. Get our piece A and do the other side. Okay, put that down. Looks pretty square. So a 1/4 inch, and that tells me to iron out, so I will. So far we're matching. Looks good. Now the other piece, it just says to, okay, it's gonna orient that way, showing me to put the A on the bottom. So let's do that. So, okay, iron, almost done. Let us take our next pieces. It's showing us to go, okay, this one's gonna go here. Double check. It's the right way. Yeah, okay. So let's pin this guy like so. So do the top and bottom first. And then forget, there's a lot of bulk. So sew this side on. A lot of bulk right here. Looks good. We didn't cut any points off so far. Okay, so let's iron. Okay, last step. This piece goes on top. So I'm gonna flip it and right sides together. I'm gonna start in the corner, pin our top piece, top of it. Okay, and pretty much put a pin wherever there's a seam going down. This is the bulky section. Okay, let's see what we get. Down. A lot of bulk. And you can see where everything comes together. So you want to make sure the needle stays on where all those seams are, on to the right of it. Otherwise you're going to cut your point off. Okay, cut off a bit. And let's see, how do we do? Hey. Let me just iron it. Turned out pretty good. Okay, so here's our completed block. All our points are there. Everything looks good. We just followed it one step at a time, and it looks. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll probably trim off those little threads, but it all looks good. So block 2 completed. Here's just a quick reminder that you still have a little bit of time to get in on our summer contest to win this great Lori Holt quilt kit. It's called Tomato Pin Cushion. and we'll have our winner in the next little while. So anytime you purchase something, your name goes into the draw. So as always, till next time, keep sewing, keep stitching.